All right, GM monkeys, happy Friday. Hope you guys are having a great start to your day so far. A very happy Lunar New Year to our Asian monkeys or our monkeys who are in Asia, and especially to those who celebrate. I think the clock probably just crossed 12 for most of the Asian countries, if not. So I believe a lot of our Asian monkeys are probably out celebrating or, having kind of like a post reunion celebration and sending only good vibes to everyone and to those who have the habit of going via the degenerate path of gambling a little bit and having a little bit of fun. May you have a very lucky year ahead for you. And without further delay, this is our usual Friday get together town hall, and we're very excited to be able to organize this platform, continue to use this platform to bring people together. And no Friday would be the same if we don't kickstart it with our usual newsletter. So without further delay, let's bring it out. Thank you. Happy Lunar New Year indeed. This is the 104 edition. And of course, there were a couple of larger events that took place, especially related to the elections, which I think we will talk a little bit about it later as well. And that was the front page of our 104 edition of the Banana Split. Very honored to be able to work alongside these amazing individuals, which I think we'll elaborate a little bit later on as well. But there you go. This looks a little bit like the monkey mafia sort of like scene, but I can assure you this was not intended to be the case. But if it is, it's just for our pleasure, our own consumption, internal reference and circulation. Right. Just a reminder as well, of course, Town Hall TLDR is always one of the easiest way to get quickly up to speed with everything that is ongoing related to the DAO. If you don't have a year to, a year, what am I talking about? Well, 1 hour to sit through the entire, 1 hour long of recording, there is, always the option to just come into the Discord and use the command ! Town Hall TLDR. Now, with that, what you can actually do is just get everything that you need to know in point form very quickly. And the town hall recording is also all made available within 12 hours, usually, upon the end of every single town hall. All right, so those are some of the key updates. Come in, get your point form. Don't worry, you don't have to see through everything. And as we all may have already noticed as well, I believe the elections window is still currently open as well, and I think we will also take some time to remind everybody of it happening. But please check out the poster that has kindly been put together by Unjust Mouse. That will give you a quick overview of how the bylaws update V4 actually affect us. Or, also we call it MonkeDAO Elections V4 Epoch 1. Honestly speaking, we've had so many different additions and updates that it's just impossible to just keep track of the number of versions of the number of epoch. And so this document or this overview is a very helpful document or just an infographic per se. So yeah, go ahead and check out the elections Discord category. I believe Simon just dropped the track as well. Elected execs nomination. If you want to find out the dates there, Simon can help us link it as well. The window should still be open for a couple of days, and like Nano say, let's pump those numbers up before the end of the nominations period this weekend. Wow, okay, that sounds pretty soon, but. Of course, there was some feedback around, hey, is there actually enough participants running? But ever since that comment was put out, well, we've seen a significant number of, people, comparatively at least, putting out their candidacy out in that channel specifically. And there is also this weird behavior where towards the end, people would then, start putting up and be a little bit more aggressive with, nominations and whatnot. There's always, this weird desire to want to be, saving the best for the last. So that's also not wrong. If that is your preference, feel free. As long as you put in your nomination before the window end, we would be more than, grateful to have you, be part of the running lineup. Of course, there was the MonkeDAO vote results. Just want to quickly update this as well. I think the vote results and turnout has been pretty impressive. I think we're all very pleasantly sort of like surprised with, in terms of the overall turnout. And this was definitely a good sign that governance is very much alive, and that, monkeys do care about the future of MonkeDAO, and do, want to participate in the different areas as much as possible in ensuring the future of the DAO, to be what they envision to be, the most ideal path forward. And so those are some of the numbers. Feel free to go check it out. But I also want to use this time to mention about the SMB ordinals. As mentioned in the newsletter as well, it's time to bring SMB ordinals into their home MonkeDAO. And here we go. Here are the different announcements. And here is the tweet. If you haven't pumped it and you click into this Twitter post and you see the option to repost or like, that means that you missed out on a very big opportunity to be part of, the Monkey Raiders. So feel free to go send it, click it, engage with it. We'd love for you to help spread the word. All right. And Ben, don't worry, I'm not falling for this. I can see that my little avatar is having some green colors around it. So all good. Oh, good. All right. So those are some of the numbers. Feel free to go check it out. With the top 5 vote recipients, that was instated as the MonkeDAO board. It includes Don, Jam, Gregory, Fugo, Jacob, Monkey. These are all, or rather, some of these monkeys are all, very OG monkeys, folks who have, interacted with many of us, across multiple occasions. So hope you guys are excited, and I know they are as well. A lot of the work has been done. I think we'll talk a little bit about that later on. And let's see, MonkeyCom, merch, events, music, and more. MonkeDAO NFT NYC Hotel. Feel free to go check it out. But I know we'll bring up Stro today, so we won't mention anything too much about this. We'll bring Stro up to share more. And Monkey Music Hoodie, I just want to make sure we give the Monkey Music team a big shout out as well. This was definitely a very impressive collaboration in cooperation with the Bad Environment Club. They dropped a special hoodie. And that was the one that Seth is rapping. Super cool, honestly. One of the most swag, merch we have seen in a while. Web3 events, Mountain DAO. This is happening in Salt Lake City, February 1st to 29th. So I believe this is already ongoing anyway. So if you haven't already applied, there's a link there. There's also a special Telegram group. Toronto, Canada, February 9. I think this probably is happening right today. I think we will bring up a Super Simon to share with us a little bit more later on as well. Calgary, there's some events happening. Monday Monkey Spotlight, we had a bong board. Please let me know if my mic is actually having an issue, because sometimes it's really hard to gauge. But I would just imagine, or rather just assume, that everything is fine. Not trying to get robbed. Now, we are close to the tail end of the newsletter for this week. Monkeys on Twitter. Now, I can only see that there's one honest monkey in the room. There is literally the Setivius. Thank you so much. Even our monkey Petro is, trying to be a troll. All right, so monkeys on Twitter, our favorite content every single week. It's nothing beats, seeing, our fellow community members put out their favorite monkey. Shoe your monkey, doesn't matter, Gen 2 or Gen 3, every monkey is a beautiful monkey. So continue to put out posts like this. Let us know as well, if you are putting out content and, you just want us to make sure that we capture it and are able to continue flagging it. Let us know. And we will continue to feature them moving forward. And always nice to see monkey content. So keep them coming through. So yeah, with that is the end of our Banana Split 104 edition. I just want to quickly mention as well the Banana Stand raffle. As of the start of today's town hall, there were approximately 38 tickets more available to buy for the barrel raffle happening on a weekly basis. Note that the number of tickets that is required was sort of trimmed down a little bit more as well, just to make sure that more people can participate, and individuals who are degen enough, you can buy more tickets even. So if you want to, sort of take a shot at this, go ahead and check out the Banana Stand right now. 38 tickets at the time when we were starting the town hall. I would imagine this is still not too far away. Yes, come to 7. hopefully that is the case. Now, so that is the raffle. Feel free to go check it out. I believe we will close it out in about 15 minutes or so. There is a last chance at it. As I mentioned earlier as well, the election that sort of wrapped up this week involved the position of the lead executive as well as the five as well as the five board members. And we have Gregory up here as well with us today. I'm not sure whether if the other board members managed to make it. Some of them may be held up at work and whatnot. But Gregory is here to represent the rest of the other board members, and so he may be able to come out and share with us a couple of words. And without further delay, Gregory, if this works for you, I would love to pass the rest of the time to you to share with us some of your thoughts as well as some of the outlook moving forward. GM.
Thanks, Jimmy. Happy New Year and happy Friday, monkeys. Just wanted to say thanks and that I'm honored to represent you all on the board and looking forward to the term. Right now, one of the main tasks we're focusing on is selecting a Gen 3 observer. So if you are interested in that role, please look for the thread to nominate yourself, or you can ask questions to any one of the candidates, and that will greatly assist our search. Thanks.
All right, thanks a lot, Gregory. Really appreciate it. And I also linked the Gen 3 Observer sort of announcement that Anjas helped us put out. If you're curious around what this role entails and how you can participate, please feel free to go check out the announcement. Of course, Simon as well as Anjas Mouse just put the channel there as well. Once you're sort of sure what you're signing up for, then feel free to go drop your nomination in the channel specifically, which is the Gen 3 Observer nomination. That is, of course, a very important part moving forward, especially with these bylaw updates, and a key for us as we, seek to further align the community even further and ensure that, the messaging and everything that we continue to do is consistent. So yeah, I just want to share as well a very big thank you to every single one that turned out to vote. I'm very honored and humbled by the overall vote turnout and results. And I'm excited to continue the good work, done by, the previous contributors, not just execs and non-execs, essentially everyone that's came through contributed in, whatever shape or form, regardless whether it was an official or non-official capacity. I think one of the key area that we're looking to sort of address as well, alongside the key takeover items that we are going through, as we expect a significant transition to be happening as well, given the number of outgoing members that are expected. Is of course, sort of first and foremost, getting the order back in place, which means, workshopping things like narrative, what sort of revisiting again, like what we mentioned earlier, revisiting the very foundation of what makes MonkeDAO in the first place. And, we want to make sure that, moving forward consistently, we can, coherently bring people together, with one key messaging as well. And so one thing, that we can sort of communicate and sort of, share with you is that, we will continue to make sure the community remains at the core of everything that we do. And, that includes like gathering feedback, etc. Of course, we may not get things right, every time, but we definitely will ask for your patience and your, cooperation in helping us to provide like constructive feedback, so that we can, make things right, as much as possible and, ensure more alignment moving forward. Right. So that is the, sort of some of the next steps that we expect, given the big transition happening. We expect the hand takeover items to more or less begin around 2 weeks, or rather, a lot of these things should be already in place or so, by 2 weeks from now, longest. And that is probably where you'll see like the full suite of lineup in terms of, the elected executives, which the election is happening right now, the Gen 3 Observer that Gregory just mentioned, as well as the appointed executives. So there will be a total of, the treasury role as well, 2 appointed, 2 elected, and then the 5 board as well as the lead exec. All right. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to direct it through. Before we send the rest of the stage time to our other team members to come and share with us a little bit more, I just want to share this fun initiative that we were experimenting. And this is, this, of course, I want to make sure that I put this out across. There's a big disclaimer to this. The entire premise of this is just to have fun, and this is called the MonkeDAO Community Degeneracy Fund. This was from a wow idea, of hanging out in the Gen 2 chat, earlier today for myself, which I think is yesterday for, our US friends or friends in North America. So a lot of the foundation of MonkeDAO was actually built upon the DGen means culture, and so of course a lot of like the conversations continue to take place today in different channels, and Gen 2 chat continues to be one of the most likely one. And so we were thinking about how we can potentially, reignite, that sort of like DGen means excitement and fun again. And this was one of the initiatives that, I basically asked Solus and a couple of other monkeys around. And we're just like, okay, let's just, see how this turns out. And we put out the tweet, and it seems like, folks are quite excited about it. As you can see, this is really just, 5 soul. It may not be significant, but the whole premise of this is to just have fun and use this as an opportunity to bring people together. Now, with this as well, I've had the opportunity to briefly interact with Simon and bring up the idea of reorganizing the Discord. Obviously, we can all see that the Discord is a masterpiece by itself. I believe, no one in Web3 has, not many in Web3, probably has this level of sophistication and organization for a Discord except for us at MonkeDAO. So Discord overhaul is indeed coming. Now, with this MonkeDAO Degeneracy Fund, what to expect? A lot of the Gen 2 monkeys, that those of you who are in the room, you would realize or you will agree that a lot of the Gen 2 chats, some of this fun stuff like, people buying like shitcoins, NFTs and whatnot, it's always fun. And a lot of it actually originated from the DGen means channel. So what we're going to do is to reorganize the Discord channels and bring up the DGen means again and put the DGen means in the same section as community. And moving forward, instead of just, having it sort of gatekeep around certain group of community members, we want to make sure that we give a shot at involving more community members, everyone who's active in MonkeDAO, basically Gen 2 or Gen 3 monkeys, whatever NFTs we hold. Let's come together in DGen means just have fun. It can be about, buying some of the weirdest shit ever out there, some of the things that doesn't make sense, but, people just want to have fun. And that's kind of like the foundation of what, Web3 has actually been centered around as well, right? It's just about having fun. So this, of course, is there's also a certain risk involved. Please do not take any of these initiatives seriously. Any purchase that may come out or from the MonkeDAO Degeneracy Fund, as well as any trades that is being made. The full disclaimer that is simply for fun. There is no intention to make money from there. If the MonkeDAO Degeneracy Fund ever make any form of returns, it is purely by luck, and there is no intention for any sort of financial advice or capital returns. All right, this is just one thing we need to make sure we fully just let everybody know in the event that people are unhappy about certain things. And yes, I think Carl mentioned this correctly. Just monkey business. It's only about fun in MonkeDAO, but nothing too serious. All right, okay, so that is upcoming. Keep a watch for that, given that the requirement for 50 retweets has really passed significantly. The vote has already been organized as well. I think this is the one. So if our execs, Nano, Simon and Jess, if you guys see this, they will all help us vote and get the 5 sent to the wallet, and this will be organized. Moving forward, if you're a Gen 3 monkey, just come over. If you're a Gen 2 monkey, just come over to DGen means. Let us know what cool stuff you're seeing, and let's just organize some fun and bring people together once again. And moving forward, if this becomes successful, there's always the opportunity to continue, growing this sort of initiatives, or just putting the bucket and making the bucket slightly bigger and having more fun. All right. Charge Faisal for quoting me in Monkey Town Halls. That definitely sounds like a very degenerate thing to buy, but probably not today. All right, so look forward to that because I'm really very excited to see how that continues to take shape. Again, the disclaimer is that this is all for the intention of having fun and nothing too serious. All right, no financial advice for sure. Now, enough of Jeremy talking. Let's bring up Simon to share with us some of the things that have been happening IRL, especially in Canada, around the monkey meetups and some of the fun stuff all around the world. So, Simon, whenever you're ready, we'd love to have you come up here.
GM Jemmy, GM everybody. If anybody hasn't been keeping up with the IRL events in Canada, they've been kind of popping off lately. We did 2 recently in Vancouver a couple weeks ago. They've been monthly in Toronto for almost a year now, ranging from 50 to 150 different people. We had one in Montreal 2 days ago as well. And then we have another one in Toronto tonight, and then one in Calgary late next week. So I'll be attending all of those, and if anybody wants some more information, they're in the events tab in Discord. Any questions, just hit me up. Thanks, Jimmy.
All right. Thanks a lot, Simon. Really appreciate it. If you guys haven't yet experienced or haven't had yet chance to experience it, Monkey IRL events is a whole new different level. There was literally a meme in the Gen 2 chat or like just the general chats that or actually no, I think Jacob was the one who posted the tweet that showed the big difference of like MonkeDAO Discord vibes versus like Monkey IRL events. I think that is like the most hilarious depiction of the ambience or like the environment per se. So if you guys haven't checked that tweet out, please go and see it. It is extremely accurate. But all in the spirit of fun, So if you guys are close to one of the local communities where there are, monkeys around, highly encourage you guys to self-organize. There's also the monkey meetup community grant, which is a certain amount sort of set aside to help reimburse and encourage monkeys to come together. Although there are certain cities, I believe 5 cities that are earmarked for the lead representatives to help spearhead some of these efforts, Singapore, New York, SF, etc. As long as you can bring 5 or so monkeys together, there's a way where we can help you to be able to leverage on the grant as well. So the Monkey Meetup Community Grant, a certain amount that is set aside, each monkey can reimburse up to 25 USD for each meetup on a monthly or quarterly basis, depending on whether you hold Gen 2 or Gen 3. All right, if you're interested to check it out or if you're curious around what that is, feel free to let us know and we can give you more information. Next up, we wanted to talk a little bit about partnerships. There's, of course, a lot of interesting things happening, but of course, one that is quite close to our heart with Monkey Builders. Let's bring up Unjust Mouse to share with us what that is about.
All right, GM. Hope everyone's doing well. Good afternoon to everyone, evening, and happy Chinese New Year. So Xinian Kuai Le to all the people that are out in Asia that celebrate it. But anyways, wanted to talk briefly about a partnership that kind of got brushed under when we were having all the announcements that were happening last week and the week before when everyone was going to elections. So wanted to briefly talk about a partnership with a bunch of monkey builders that have been in MonkeDAO since pretty much its inception. And that's the team at BonkBot. And they kind of reached out to us and we started a discussion about maybe about a month or so ago. And they wanted to be able to have us have a part of their brand new BonkBot DAO affiliate link. And they just created it and they wanted to reach out to, the OGs that they originally came from and also to a few other DAOs as well. And pretty much allow anyone that has been using BonkBot at this time to maybe trade memes or maybe just catch some things a little bit faster than maybe Jupiter or Orca or Radium, then you can standardly by using an aggregator, especially for these new coins that are, everyone's going crazy to try to get some airdrop and then like be able to swap it quickly or to be able to kind of catch it before it goes up. Obviously not financial advice. We don't, the DAO doesn't tell you that you should or shouldn't do that, but we did want to have a way for you to be able to support the DAO with this affiliate program. So pretty much the way that it works is that if you use BonkBot, and even if you're already a user, at any time you can use our referral link, and all you have to do is click it once, and then it'll automatically change the way that your affiliates work, and it will add it so that a part of the fees that usually go during a trade would go to our MonkeDAO BonkBot affiliate wallet, and then whoever else you might have had the affiliate with to begin with. Again, this is just like a fun thing. All the funds from this are actually going to be in Bonk. So this means that we can kind of assess that wallet at some time in the future. Maybe once we have a few million, or maybe once we have tens of millions, whatever happens. That, of course, can be redistributed to, all of our monkey friends. And so we can kind of figure out a cool or fun way to be able to do this. I don't know what memes. What are memes? Oh. This is why I don't watch the chat. I was just reading from this message so that I didn't have to stare at stuff. But anyways, yeah, so that is kind of the preempt of this whole work with BonkBot. They're going to continue to release out new things, and they want to make sure that monkeys always have a chance to have an opportunity to be a part of that. And so we'll kind of be at the front of making sure whenever they do updates, we'll kind of make sure everyone knows. If you use other bots, of course, this isn't like, MonkeDAO isn't exclusively partnering with this, but it is something that we should be at least, trying out to find different ways to grow our treasury. And this is one route that we can do that. And hopefully that treasury can then be redistributed to monkeys in some fun ways, as kind of Jemmy just brought up with the Degeneracy Fund. This is a great route for that to work together, right? Instead of having to use direct treasury SOL, we can then use the affiliate bonk that we get, and we can use that to fund other fun degenerate things. And so this is, I think, kind of a great step for us to be able to promote monkey builders, and then also be able to bring value to the holders, which I think is like the core of like what we want from a partnership. It's building up ourselves, and then also everyone else gets something great from it as well. So we're always on the lookout for more partnerships like this. So for sure, if you do have anyone else that you think, or any other ideas that you think might be worthwhile, have them fill out the partnership form. Sorry, I pronounced it memes just because it is memes. All right, thank you so much. All right, I'm going to stop watching that chat now, and I'm going to hand it back to Jemmy. And make sure to fill out our link with that. And hope to give you some more cool stuff later.
All right. Thanks a lot, Unjust Mouse. If you guys walk away forgetting everything that we talked about today, just know that you learned something new. And that is called Mimi today. That is the most important takeaway of this week's town hall. Thanks a lot, Unjust Mouse. But, jokes aside, we also want to bring up Stroll, who share with us a little bit about the RL events that are happening. Of course, there's the NFT Paris, there's the NFT NYC, and the dates are getting closer and closer and closer with every passing day. So Stroll, come up to the stage and let us know how we can get organized and have some monkey funds together.
GM. Hopefully today you can hear me well. So let's start talking about NFT NYC. NFT NYC is in less than 2 months. It's from April 3rd until April 6th. And right now you have 24 hours if you want to book the MonkeDAO hotel. After price will increase. That's not a joke. I'm not trying to get FOMO, but we were able to get a really good price. So that's why after 48 hours, more or less 48 hours before February 11, we will close the reservation and then increase the price. Lots of monkey are going to be there. We are only a few rooms left, and there are going to be lots of monkey builders. If you if you can see the website here, I will send you in the chat right here. And you can see you can pay with USDC, so you don't have to use credit cards, fiat, but you can just use your Jupe or you can your airdrop that you got lately to get to a MonkeDAO hotel. The hotel has 5-star, is motto by Hilton, is a really nice location with a really nice view of the city. By also getting into the MonkeDAO hotel, you have a VIP access and priority access to all the MonkeDAO events. And we're planning to do one events almost every day, and as well as Welcome Park that will be full of surprises. This is all I can say for now. Another event that we're planning this month is NFT Paris. NFT Paris, it's gonna be from February 23rd until February 24th, so only 2 days. And if you want to know more, or if you're planning to join the event, I will send here in the chat the link to join the Telegram account of the Telegram group for NFT Paris. So that's all. Make sure to buy your MonkeDAO hotel before price will increase. And see you next week. Bye bye.
All right, thanks a lot, Stro. But I think you forgot to answer the most important question. How do you pronounce MEME? I think you need to have this answered before you can get off the stage, because otherwise, we will feel very empty this week. This seems to be the highlight of the week. Okay, jokes aside, I don't think Stro is going to come out and share with us this, but if you ever do want to, okay, it seems like it's up.
What do I have pronounce? Means?
How do you pronounce MEME?
Meme.
Mimi. All right, I guess that's consistent then. Told you guys, if we forget everything that we shared this week, there's literally just one thing that we need to remember, and that is Mimi. All right, back to the list of agenda items. Please don't take any of this seriously. It's all, in the spirit of fun. Now, as we mentioned earlier, before we move forward to meeting new monkeys, as well as the most exciting part of every single town hall now, at least, which is the barrel raffle, there is of course the serious stuff happening right now. Very, very serious stuff. Very serious monkey business. Well, actually not too serious, but it's basically the monkey elections for elected execs. Now, out of these elected execs, there are 6 fellow monkeys who have put themselves out. And I would love to see if we can use this opportunity, this window of time, to bring out the 6 individuals as much as possible to come up and share with us a little bit more on some of their thoughts around, the future of DAO and why they are standing for the election this cycle. The 6 individuals that we have received in terms of the nominations include Raiden, Vandil, Crypto Big Belly Monkey. Honestly, this name still cracks me up a little bit every time I read it. Super Simon, Moon Settler, as well as our very own Unjust Mouse. So I am going to start just sending, the invite to come out to the stage to speak if I see you. If I don't see you, can you just type something here in the chat so that I can send you that invite? But let's see. Let's see. Okay, I see Raiden. Let's see. Who do we have next? Do we have Vandil? Right. Oh, okay. Sounds good. So let's bring out Raiden whenever you're available. And then I will continue to send more invites if I see anyone. Okay, I don't think I'm missing out on any other monkeys. Of course, this is a non-obligatory. We just want to make sure that, whenever there's a platform like this, we, let the different candidates step out and share some of their thoughts so that they can get to introduce themselves as well. Oh, Moon Settler. Hey, I see you inside the in the audience. Sending you an invite to come out and speak as well. Love the nomination. Whenever you are available, feel free to respond. Now, I think Moon Settler just responded. Without further delay, we would love to have you come out here and share some of your thoughts and maybe do a brief intro of yourself as well. GM Moon Settler, without further delay, feel free to take it over.
GM. Hopefully everybody can hear me. So yeah, I nominated myself for an exec position. A little bit about me: I've been in Solana since late 2021, early 2022, and I've been a monkey since early to mid 2022. I have been here pretty much through the depths of the bear, and I honestly did really truly enjoy being a part of this community. And I think the biggest thing that makes MonkeDAO as strong as it is within Solana and the value that it has is within the community and the people that it's able to attract. And I really want to emphasize that and bring that to the forefront of what MonkeDAO is. I think we have amazing builders. We have respected individuals in the community who have all been a part of MonkeDAO and represent the monkey. And really, I want to highlight that and bring that to the forefront, as I mentioned. Some things that I want to focus on if I get elected is really highlighting both internally to our members and also externally to the broader ecosystem the value that you gain from being a monkey. So we have a bunch of different programs that are run, a bunch of different teams, and I think highlighting that and enabling the community and the ecosystem to understand what monkeys are and what value we bring is really, really important. Another thing is we have a lot of amazing builders, not only within MonkeDAO, but within the Solana ecosystem. I think we all take pride when we see the monkey represented on the timeline. For example, like Armani posted yesterday that monkey and everybody started quote tweeting. I think that makes us all excited and makes us proud to represent and hold that monkey. Same with like Solana Big Brain. So it's really kind of highlighting that. I think, as I mentioned, we have a lot of amazing builders, and I want to further that even more. We have new incubators like at Coliseum. Solana started their own incubator. We have hackathons. I think having monkeys represented and being a part of that is super, super important. And I think MonkeDAO is a great opportunity to funnel new builders within the ecosystem. So really kind of amplifying and growing that, I think, is really, really important. Through all this, one other thing that I don't want to forget is we also have a bunch of like artists, content creators, and I think bringing that all to the forefront is really, really important. MonkeDAO is really a melting pot of a bunch of different unique individuals, and I think highlighting that is what makes MonkeDAO as strong as it is. Also, I think one really cool thing that we have the opportunity to do is amplify our mentorship network within MonkeDAO. So highlighting who experts are in individual domains and giving access to monkeys to that is a big part of the utility of being a holder and being a member within this community. So yeah, sorry, I kind of rambled a lot there, but yeah, ultimately, just to sum it all up, the biggest thing that I find most important of MonkeDAO is the community. I don't necessarily see us as like a business per se, but more so as an arena where we can all gather, share thoughts, do a bit of degenning, have a bunch of fun, and ultimately just collect and learn from each other. So yeah, if anybody has any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. I'm happy to answer any questions. Sorry I took a bit long there, but yeah, that's me.
All right. Thanks a lot, Moonsettler. Appreciate it. No worries. I believe they're just teasing, but always nice to have candidates come up. All right. Next up, we have Crypto Big Belly. Crypto Big Belly Monkey. This is continues to be the name that really cracks everybody up, I guess. But
Hi,
we'd love to have you come here and share with us more. Oh, feel free.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now. GM.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because I never really done this on the phone. So yeah, so I've been around for a while. I think with SMB probably 2 years, but I didn't really get involved into the daily stuff going on this Discord and stuff because I was quite busy with my own stuff. And so I saw the other day, like you guys were looking for someone to run for position. And so I looked up the descriptions and also I kind of understand there are some factions fighting against each other on certain issues, which I think that those issues gonna be there for a long, long time. But it doesn't mean like we cannot do things while those issues stay unresolved. And I do have experience with a lot of part of the function that is that we need to going forward in, for example, the marketing operations. I've been in e-commerce since 2013, and I was also in crypto since back then. So I've done a lot of things, and I think I can help. And personally, I'm not really into a lot of debate about what should we do with certain things. I'm more interested in what can we do on a daily basis to make it better, at least for next 6 months. And for the more difficult issues, maybe the people from in the future they can kind of resolve it. But for now, I think it's important to shift the narrative, and we can try to make this DAO better at a daily basis. Instead of we spend time to debate what should we do with the royalty or generation 3 and 2 and stuff like that. So that's what I think I can contribute. And also the other things I am not really I don't have a lot of interest, like what would say financial interest in this DAOs. I know a lot of people has vested interest with 10, 20, 30 of the NFTs. And so there's a lot of incentive there. But for me, I think I can look from more of the outsider's view in dealing with things, and just focus on what can we do on the daily basis, especially in the business wise. It is true that it's not exactly a business. It's a hybrid business, a social club. It's medicine. So it really depends on how we look at it. So I think I can be a new face on these things, and with all our 4 positions being advertised, I think I can do any of them because I touch all areas while running my business. So for that, I think that's what you need to do. So you guys need to know about me. Currently I live in Paris, so maybe we'll not work with some of the American time zone, but we'll figure out something. Thank you.
All right, thanks a lot, Crypto Big Belly Monkey. Appreciate it. We still have 2 monkeys. I think Raiden may not be immediately available just yet, but that's fine. We have Just Mouse and Super Simon, who's already ready on the stage as well. Whenever you guys are ready, Unjust Mouse maybe go first, and then followed by Simon. All right, GM Unjust, do you want to?
Yeah,
okay.
sorry. Yeah.
No worries. Okay.
Yeah. Thanks, Jeremy. Trying to get this barrel raffle going. I'm having a little bit of struggle, so I'm going to talk quickly. Pretty much, the last epoch has been awesome. I've really enjoyed doing all I can for the DAO. My core focuses during the last epoch were mainly on partnerships and marketing, and then on like the DAO governance. DAO governance is something that I'm extremely interested in, and something that I'm super excited for this next epoch. I would love to be able to like just completely help lead more monkeys to proposals and votes, lead them towards actually trying to use more of the treasury for fun things, and just overall enacting the vote proposal process overhaul that we've kind of talked about for a while, that is mandated by the bylaws for the board to review and update. I really want to get quorum going to a place where we don't have as much infighting about not reaching the correct amount, and we have less of these moments where we have a lot of votes that just are invalidated, even though they're good for the progress of the DAO, simply because there aren't enough monkeys that vote on it. So super excited for that. I would love to keep on working in that area. And then, of course, in the partnership side, it's been a lot of fun for me to have the conversations with these different communities and all these different both cold and hot reach outs that we've had. And I hope to continue to be able to do that, even if it's not under my purview. Maybe I do operations instead of marketing and partnerships, but those are like my 2 core interests, and I just want to keep us moving forward. Super excited to be able to do that. And if you are interested in learning more about me, I've always been available ever since I started. I have a Calendly link that's as a part of my profile. So you can reach out to me at any time and set up some time with me if you want. And we can talk more about what the DAO can do for you, and what we can do, for each other, and how we can keep on growing this awesome builder community. So yeah, I guess that's my brevity. And then now I'm going to pray that hopefully I can do the barrel raffle. All right. See you guys.
All right, thanks, Anjas. I just want to highlight one comment as well. I think the builders team has consistently popped up a few times, and indeed, some of the themes that we see across Solana or continue to see popping up in Solana, some of their most sort of earlier or first ever Genesis story was all coming together through MonkeDAO, and we continue to be very proud of that achievement. Now, on our last candidate that we are able to bring up today, Super Simon, needs no introduction, but GM, whenever you're ready, feel free to unmute yourself and take over the stage.
GM, thanks, Jemmy. Hi, everybody. For those of you who don't know me, I've been involved in crypto since 2011. I got involved in Solana in 2021. I minted my SMBs, got onto the board in January of 2021, 22. I've been part of leadership for a couple of years now. Helped it through various versions of the bylaws, structured everything, run the Discord, but do lots of the communications and community building and culture. And I've been around for a while, and I've worked with a lot of different people across the board as people have kind of come in and come out. I'm running for the elected position to work underneath Jemmy. And hopefully you can take a look at my proposal in the elected exec nomination and kind of get more of an idea of what I want to work on. I work pretty deeply with a lot of different teams and have actually had a big hand in designing the team structure. So I work with the Monkey Patrol team, Monday Monkey Spotlight, the newsletter team, as well as the town hall team, and have assisted with many other teams along the way in the past couple of years. I'd like to kind of formalize these teams a bit more, work on these teams, grow them, and build other teams to bring back value to the community. I think there's a lot of work to do coming up here as we transition into the V4 of the bylaws. Thanks, Nano. And I think there's a lot of work that goes on in the back end, and as we transition into the new structure, there's going to be a lot of effort in doing all this properly and making sure that things are still running, and we can kind of abide by the new rules and regulations of the DAO. And I want to work with the board. A pretty interesting selection of 5 different monkeys. Everyone's very passionate. And I love passion, and I love executing on ideas and building teams. So yeah, definitely vote for me if that's what you want. Thanks, everybody.
All right, thanks a lot, Simon. Really appreciate it. And I see that Vandil is also in the chat, and he basically just joined us right in time. Vandil GM, I hope this is a convenient time for you to speak, but we are basically just using this time to run through some of the latest candidates, to use this platform to let you come up and do a quick intro of yourself and some of your quick thoughts around your latest candidacy. So whenever you are ready, we would love if you could come up and say a couple of words.
What's up, guys? Thanks, Jemmy. Yeah, this is a pretty convenient time. Just sort of join. Really, what most of my ideas for MonkeDAO come down to is centered around 5,000 stupid ass pixel monkeys floating in cyberspace and a bunch of degens crowded around them and forming a community. And I really think we don't need to overthink it past that. That's why I kind of like to push for immutability and 0 royalties, because I feel like that really just cements there is no mint authority over them. There's no we can't change. Oh shit, am I inaudible? Oh, okay. Yeah, if we just throw the keys away and we don't give anyone permission over the NFTs anymore. That's why I'm not a big fan of the PNFT standard. It kind of attacks self-custody. That gives us full control over these JPEGs that we buy. I think most of the value derived from MonkeDAO shouldn't be pushed from royalties. Instead, it should be pushed from alpha, showing up on Twitter to give each other engagement whenever we want to, push for some shit. and for the most part, pre-sales and airdrops. Because I remember last cycle, my friend that had a monkey was just showing me he got airdropped NFTs that he instantly floored for hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. Tokens. I mean, these guys were printing. I'm sure you guys know. So that's kind of what I want to push us back towards after we, revitalize the Twitter and get a lot more engagement with monkey PFPs, because that's what we should do. If someone sees a Mad Lad PFP, they see someone, they're just like, all right, that dude has something good to say. And I think we need to bring that reputation back for us over the coming weeks. But yeah, that's honestly the crux of my campaign. I don't really want to overthink it. And I'm down to answer any questions in the chat here. But thanks for giving me the platform, Jimmy. I appreciate it, man.
No worries, my pleasure. Thanks a lot for coming through right at the right time before we sort of conclude this week's town hall. Well, as you have already heard from the different candidates, we are in a very strong position. We have a very strong lineup of candidates across different background, different experience, in terms of their contribution with like MonkeDAO and whatnot. We are indeed in a better spot than we can ever be indeed. And I would say that I am cautiously optimistic and reasonably comfortable with what we are going to continue to address moving forward. Of course, nothing will be perfect, but if this is that easy, everybody would have done it. So please go ahead and read through the different the nomination put out by all the different candidates. With all your help, we can sort of put or rather collectively drive the DAO towards the right direction, and have our own have our individual sort of share in terms of shaping the DAO and putting the DAO towards the right track on what we believe needs to happen moving forward as well. All right. There's of course a couple of votes happening. There's a couple of vote proposals. Feel free to go check it out if you haven't. I know that we did indeed wanted to do the barrel raffle that was already set aside for on a weekly basis, but unfortunately the lineup of barrel participants is actually not available because the platform is going through some issues at the moment. So apologies for that. We will reach out to the team, the Interlease team, to see how we can best sort it out. We will unfortunately not be able to do the raffle live for this week. Sincerest apologies. Once we sort of close out the town hall, we will reach out to the team, get a full list once it's fully prepared. Then we will make sure that this is done on a video recording and then put it out for everyone to look through. All right. Of course, the suspense and the experience of sitting through a raffle will not be the same. But maybe we can at least try our best to replicate it with a video. All right. The full name list of the winners will also be shared across the minor announcement channel or the announcement channel as well whenever it's ready. As usual, I think this will be the standard operating procedures moving forward, just to make sure that everyone get updated of the latest list of winners and whatnot. All right. So with that, I believe we are now at the tail end of the list of agenda items that we have prepared for this week. Of course, aside from our regular, Friday get together, this is also the Lunar New Year once again for our monkeys who are in Asia and our Asian monkeys especially. So before we knock off and go off from today's town hall, wishing everyone who celebrates a prosperous Lunar New Year ahead. And without further delay, we can send a puppet out vibes and enjoy your beautiful weekends.
You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Up, 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 don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up.